Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. We're going to the baseball diamond for a couple of videos today. First up, we've got two 2011 matchups lined up for you today. First up, we're going to play Inside Pitch Baseball by Inside Sports Games. No bonus points for guessing. This one is a baseball simulator. We're headed back for this first video to May 18th, 2011, without me tripping over my other tripod, for a matchup between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards. We'll take a look at Camden Yards since we've got that right here. Camden Yards, very much a hitter's park. -1 to strikeouts, doesn't touch walks or home runs. And I think we are just about all set. Let's actually remember to make this the top of the first. I do need to get Digital Diamond all set to go. So while everybody files into Camden Yards this morning, I will go ahead and get Digital Diamond all set up. There we are. And while Digital Diamond loads up, we'll take a look at our starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. That would be Zach Britton. 11-11 with a 4.61 ERA, 154 innings pitched, 162 hits, 97 strikeouts, 59 walks in 2011. So like I said, I'm just getting Digital Diamond all set up in the background while everybody starts filing in. And just as an FYI, as this stream gets underway, I'm going to go back to my normal baseball routine of checking chat every half inning, just to keep things moving a little bit. What's the date on this one? May 18th. Okay. We go Yankees at Baltimore. All right, we'll go ahead and play that. I laid out all the lineups when I set everything up last night. I've got all the lineups, the benches, except for the extra players. The reason I didn't do that is because Inside Pitch has always been a game I've been of two minds about. On the one hand, I really like the narrative around Inside Pitch, but on the other, it's been proving to be such a chore to learn. And I'm in the middle of slowly purging my seasons of Inside Pitch. The only question I have left to answer is, am I going full nuclear with it, or am I going to be somewhat limited in my purge? Because if I want to keep at least one season of Inside Pitch, I've got, in each decade, I've got a few more seasons that I could purge without needing to go nuclear. But this stream and some of my other baseball streams are going to have more to do with how nuclear I go with this. So, just checking Digital Diamond. Looks like we are all set to go. So, let's jump right into this one. I will see you guys at the bottom of the first, as Dwayne Martz is first to join us here at Camden Yards. We'll see how this goes. And chat, I'll see you guys for the bottom of the first. As the Orioles finally get loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Yankees starting lineup today. And just as an FYI, I am probably going to make some mistakes with Inside Pitch. It's been a while since I've played this, so bear with me on that a little bit. Leading off, we've got Derek Jeter at shortstop, Curtis Granderson in center field, Mark Teixeira at first base, Alex Rodriguez at third base, Robinson Cano is at second base, Nick Swisher's catching, Andrew Jones is in left field, Eduardo Nunez is at shortstop, and Francisco Cervelli is catching. I'll just reset my tableau. I think I'm going to be something like that. There we go. All right, we are all set there. Stepping into the batter's box to lead off for the Yankees is Derek Jeter. 297 average, 6 homers, 61 RBI in 2011. We are going to use orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. Fans at Camden Yards are loud, hoping to see a great game here and their Orioles pick up the win. Britton will get the sign from Weeders, and I'm probably pronouncing that very wrong. He will set, and here comes the opening pitch. That is a 4-4, which is a blank, over to Jeter. 1-5 from Jeter, and that's going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. Britton will take that over to, we'll toss that over to Scott at first, and we are underway here at Camden Yards. One out, and Curtis Granderson steps into the batter's box. 262 average, 41 homers, 119 RBI in 2011. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-2, strikeout, 7, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Britton today. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Mark Teixeira. 248 average, 39 homers, 111 RBI in 2011. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 15, that's going to be too high. Teixeira with a 2-5, and that's going to be lifted into right field. But having plenty of room for that one is going to be Markakis. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Yankees in the top of the first. Score is now New York 0, Baltimore coming to bat. Catching up with chat, everything looks good there. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees today is Bartolo Colon. 8-10 with a 4 even ERA, 164 innings pitched, 172 hits, 135 strikeouts, and 37 walks in 2011. And while the Yankees start getting loose in the field, we will take a look at the Orioles starting lineup. Leading off, we've got Felix Pye in left field. Adam Jones is in center field. Nick Markakis is in right field. Vladimir Guerrero is your designated hitter. Luke Scott is at first base. Matt Wieters is catching. J.J. Hardy is at shortstop. Mark Reynolds is at third base. And Robert Andino is at second base. Leading off for the Orioles is Felix Pye. 220 average, no homers, 7 RBI in 2011. Just resetting my Tableau layout. Actually, these need to move over a little bit more to the right. There we go. That way there's room for Pye to go in. We'll catch up with chat real quick. Everything looks to be quiet there. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little Saturday morning baseball. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-6, error on a throw. This is part of what the problem I have with inside pitch, but I'll talk more about that when the game is over. Pye, 2-3. That's going to be lined right. That's going to be lined right to second base, and it'll slam into Cano's glove at second base for out number 1. One out in the inning, and here's Adam Jones stepping into the batter's box. 280 average, 25 homers, 83 RBI in 2011. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-6 is a strikeout, 17, too high. Jones with a 1-1, and that's a power hit into left field. That is a 20, and that is going to die out there. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Jones. He will make the catch, and that's out number 2. Two outs, and here's Nick Markakis. 284 average, 15 homers, 73 RBI in 2011. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-2. That is actually, I was going to say that's at the park, but no, that's actually a blank. Markakis with a 4-3, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Jeter will pick that one up, and 1-2-3 will go the Orioles here in the bottom of the first. We are all even at goose eggs after 1. And I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning. Sorry about that all. And Ben Witz joins us here at Camden Yards. It's Phoenix, PA. All right, thanks for the correction on the pronunciation. I know I suck at some of these name pronunciations, so I always welcome corrections there. Hopefully I won't make too much of a mess of this one. It would help if I have the right pitcher on the mound, though, as stepping into the batter's box is Alex Rodriguez. All good on pronunciation there? I hope so. 276 average, 16 homers, 62 RBI in 2011. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set. He's got to be careful with Rodriguez. A mistake is probably going to Mars somewhere. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-4. Strikeout. Actually, that's against the righty. That's a blank. I keep forgetting splits are a thing occasionally. Rodriguez with a 5-3, and that's going to be grounded over to third. Picking that one up for the Orioles is going to be Reynolds. He will make the play, and that's out number 1. But no, I know I make some of these sarcastic jokes, but I do know I make some mistakes with pronunciation and stuff like that. Anyway, stepping into the batter's box now is Robinson Cano. 302 average, 28 homers, 118 RBI in 2011. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-5 against the, actually, home run chance to, actually, that's just a straight up home run result against the lefty. But the 19 is going to be too high. Cano with a 3-5, and that's against the lefty. That is going to be a base hit past third. Cano will be our first base runner for either team on the day. That should be 1B5, not S5. Infield will move to double play depth. Here's the one game where the double play depth actually matters. Here's Nick Swisher. 260 average, 23 homers, 85 RBI in 2011. We also need to pay attention to the strategy roll, which we'll get that now. That is a 12. I highly doubt there's anything going on a 12 on the strategy roll, and there is not. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout 10. No, that'll be too high. Swisher with a 4-4. And against the lefty, that is going to be a base hit past short. Cano, base runner 3. And trying to go first to third on an S6. Nope, he will hold at second base. Let's make sure Digital Diamond reflects that correctly. Yep, perfect. And now we've got the Orioles in a jam early, and here's Andrew Jones. Here's somebody else who can probably put that ball to Mars. 247 average, 13 homers, 33 RBI in 2011. Strategy roll, that's a 14, nothing going on. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 3-6, strikeout 17, just going to be a little too high. Jones with a 1-5, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Let's see if they can turn the double play. So 2-2-3 for the depth. Let's see, hit to short. So second base would be pivot. Second base is Andino. He's a 0. So a 1-3. The Orioles get out of the inning. No. And I always forget how double plays get handled here. So I believe on a 5 like that, the infielder, the lead runner gets thrown out. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, so Cano will make it to third. Swisher will get thrown out. Let's see. So that should be a G6 R1. Yeah, R1. Actually, yeah. So R1X. We should end up with Cano and Jones on the corners with 2 outs. Let me just make sure. No, that's not what we're looking for here. And the bigger fight I've been having with these baseball games is with Digital Diamond than with... Bigger fight I've been having is with Digital Diamond here than with the actual games. Unfortunately, inside pitch is, of course, the exception to that rule. So we want to end up with G6. I don't want a sack hit out of this. I want runners on the corners with 2 outs. So maybe R2X. I don't think that's going to do what I want either, though. No. Cano to third, Swisher to second. That's not what I want here. Actually, let's go... I can't get this to enter right on Digital Diamond. And I don't... What did I do with the commands for Digital Diamond? I know I had them handy last night, and it would make sense to put them in the box with the board. So bear with me for a second while I go... Okay, right, G6-4. Come on. Right. If I add in where the ball is being thrown, then I'll end up with... There we go. Okay, now that we got that straight, and I'm hopefully done being an idiot when it comes to inside pitch. Well, let's not kid ourselves here, folks. I'm most likely never going to be done being an idiot with inside pitch. But our batter now is Eduardo Nunez. 265 average, 5 homers, 30 RBI in 2011. Swisher was the 6-hitter. Let's update our chart to 2 outs in the inning. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 11. Britton trying to get out of a jam here in the top of the 2nd. He's got Cano at third. He's got to be careful. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 2-4. Strikeout 20 is going to be way too high. Nunez with a 1-5, and that's going to be lifted into left field. Getting under that one for the Orioles is going to be PA. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Let's see. Yankees got 2 hits, but they couldn't do anything with it as we head into the bottom of the 2nd. Catching up with chat. We finally got it figured out, Dwayne. What I was trying to do is I was trying to update Digital Diamond because I wanted to end up with runners on the corners with 2 outs. But I finally got it figured out. And I think that's the bigger fight I've been having with the baseball sims rather than the actual systems, is trying to figure out how to make Digital Diamond do what I want it to. Unfortunately, inside pitch is the exception. So I have a feeling putting the 2 of them together is going to cause me some problems. And it's part of why I'm starting to slowly purge my inside pitch collection. Right now I'm down to, I think I'm down to 8 seasons of inside pitch, and I've got 1 more coming in, probably sometime next week that I'm expecting. Anyway, leading off the bottom of the 2nd for the Orioles is Vladimir Guerrero. 290 average, 13 homers, 63 RBI in 2011. And I will see you guys I'll see you guys before we get into the top of the 3rd. So Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-5. Range play. Guerrero with a 3-3, and that's going to be a ground ball over to third base. Going after that is Rodriguez. His range, he was excellent. It looks like his range is a 5. And he's going to get to that one, maybe going to his right a little bit for it, but he'll come up with that one. He'll make the throw over to first, and that's out number 1. And here's Luke Scott stepping into the batter's box. 220 average, 9 homers, 22 RBI in 2011. Yep, looks like I had the right range there. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-5, another range play. Scott with a 3-1, and that's going to be lined right to short. Jeter has got to come up with that one, but apparently he was pretty bad at second base. His range is a 2. And that's going to get by him, and that'll be a base hit. Just updating my score sheet. Infield will move to double play depth, as stepping into the batter's box for the first time is Matt Wieters. 262 average, 22 homers, 68 RBI in 2011. Strategy roll, that's a 5, and hit and run. I believe the hit and run gets called here. His strikeout rating is a, let's see, against a righty, it's a 7. No, hit and run is not called. So nothing happening on the base paths. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 4-5. That is our third range play, I think, this inning. Wieters with a 1-2, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Jeter couldn't make a range play earlier. His range remains a 2. Can he get this one? He can get this one. Now let's find out if they turn 2. 3, 3, 4. Second base pivot. Let's see. Second base pivot Cano is a +1. So a 1-5. This is a double play. They got it. Side retired. Stadium groans. Ugh. This should be fairly straightforward to enter in Digital Diamond. Should be G643. We should end up with an inning-ending double play, and we do. 1 hit and nothing else for the Orioles. We remain scoreless after 2. Check in with chat real quick. Everything looks good there. All right, top of the third, and leading off for the Yankees, we have Francisco Cervelli. 266 average, 4 homers, 22 RBI in 2011. I'll tab back into Digital Diamond while Britton gets the sign. From Wieters. He then sets. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 3-3. That's at the park for the first time. Going up to Camden Yards. And I should also mention, by the way, I am still using version 3 rules. It doesn't make much sense for me to get version 4 if I'm starting to purge my inside pitch collection. Anyway, up to Camden Yards. That is a 5-2, and that's grounded right in front of the plate. Wieters will get to that one. He'll make the play, and that will be out number 1. Stepping into the batter's box now, we have Derek Jeter. Jeter today is 0 for 1. He grounded right back to Britton his first time up. Britton gets a sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-4. Strikeout 7. No, that's actually going to be too high against the lefty. Jeter with a 3-2, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Picking that one up for the Orioles is going to be Hardy. He will make the play for out number 2. Two outs, and Granderson now steps into the batter's box. Granderson today is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-1. Strikeout. 18 is high. Granderson with a 6-6. And against a lefty, that'll be a base hit past third. Granderson manages to extend the inning. And Mark Teixeira steps into the batter's box. Teixeira today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Granderson does get the steal sign. He would be a 14 -1. And Weeder's arm is a -1, so that'd be a 12. They're not going to try to run themselves out of the inning. Calling off the steal. Britton gets the sign from Weeder's. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-1. That's a blank. Over to Teixeira with a 5-2, and that's going to get lifted into left field. Coming under that one is going to be PA. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Except for an inning-extending single, the Yankees aren't able to do anything with it as we get set for the bottom of the third. Catch up with chat while I take a quick drink, as Doug Hunt now joins us here at Camden Yards. We can all fantasize that we're watching a baseball game as it's near the end of December, and it's likely very cold, and wishing we were in a dome for this one. Leading off the bottom of the third for the Orioles, we have the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. 269 average, 30 homers, 80 RBI in 2011. Cologne will get the sign from Weeder's. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-3. We are at the park once again. Camden Yards with another 2-3, and that's going to be a single plus into center field. So Hardy's going to reach with a base hit, and he's got to try for second. His base running is a 3. Center fielder, this is another thing I'm probably going to mess up with. Granderson is a 0 arm, and I believe do we use the modifier on the, so if we roll an S+, I believe we just take the straight arm rating on an S+. And the outfielder's arm. Okay, so on a 1-3, Hardy will make second. That is a 1. Hardy will be safe at second with a double. All right, well, the Orioles get a leadoff double out of the inning, and here's Mark Reynolds. 221 average, 37 homers, 86 RBI in 2011. Strategy roll. That is a 20. Cologne turns, fires over to second, and no, just barely misses a pickoff error. Hardy gets back as the throw goes a little bit wild, where Jeter has to try to catch that throw. Almost pulls him off the bag, but Hardy is safe. Now Cologne will turn and deal with Reynolds after a scare. Cologne gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-3, strikeout. 5, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And here's Robert Andino stepping into the batter's box for the first time today. 263 average, 5 homers, 36 RBI in 2011. First things first, we need a strategy roll. That's a 7, nothing happening. Cologne gets the sign from Weeder's. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 3-5. Strikeout, 18 is high. Andino, 6-6. And that's going to get grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Cano. He will throw that over to first, and that's out number 2 on a G4 with a runner on second. I believe Hardy would take third on the throw, but I'm not sure. Let me just double check that. Runner advancement. Runner on first, less than 2 outs. Here we go. Actually, we want runner on second, less than 2 outs. So G4, yep, he will. So Hardy will make third on the throw. Let's just make sure Digital Diamond cooperates with me on that. Yep, perfect. And PA steps into the batter's box. PA is 0 for 1. He lined out his first time up. Strategy roll. That's an 18. Nothing happening. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-4. That's a blank. Colon is not tired. PA with a 2-2, and that's a base hit past third. Here comes Hardy with the game's first run, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Okay, looks like I got all that straight. So PA now on first, and here's Adam Jones. Jones today is 0 for 1. Strategy roll. That's a 14. Nothing happening. Colon now suddenly in a little bit of trouble. He gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-2. Pitcher result, the 4 against the righty is going to be an automatic out. The Yankees will get out of the inning with a fly ball into left field. Going back for that one, actually fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Granderson. He'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 run on a leadoff double and a single, and the Orioles now lead 1-0 after 3. Catching up with chat real quick. And ID Jester now joins us at Camden Yards just in time for the Orioles to take a 1-0 lead. And once again, I will see you guys at in the middle of the 4th. Leading off the top of the 4th, we've got a man who can easily tie this game with one swing of the bat in A-Rod. A-Rod, though, is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-1. That's a blank. Over to Rodriguez. With a 4-1, and that's a base hit into left field. Rodriguez gets on with a leadoff single. And stepping into the batter's box now is Cano. Cano today is 1 for 1 with a single. Infield at double play. Strategy roll. That's a 4. Hit and run is probably called. Let me just look. Let's see. His strikeout rate is a 7. The hit and run would be called, but Rodriguez. Cano's actually got decent power, so we're going to call off the hit and run and let Cano swing away. And not to worry, I have not snapped yet, Jester, on this game, but give it time. We're only in the top of the 4th. There's plenty of game left to play here. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-5. That is a walk. 12. No, that is way too high. Cano with a 4-3, and that's going to get lifted into left field. Getting under that one is going to be PA. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 1. Swisher now steps into the batter's box. Swisher's 1 for 1 with a single. Strategy, that's a 5-0. I believe nothing happening. Hit and runs, actually no, hit and run is not called here, so nothing happening. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. Let's update that to 1 out, by the way, Phoenix. Britton will set, and here's the pitch. 6-1, error on a grounder. Swisher. 4-1, that is a ground ball. That's over to short. That's being hit to Hardy. His error rating is a 2. That's a 5. He's got no problems with it. Now, let's see if they turn the double play. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Andino 0, 1-4, double play. And they get it, side retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! I will let Digital Diamond catch up. And that will retire the side. A single for the Yankees, but they're not able to do anything with it. Score remains 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the fourth. Catching up with chat. Doing good with this. Figured you'd be tearing up my cards by the 5th inning. Thank you for the kind words, Doug. And Jester, give me time. We're only in the 4th inning of this one. Leading off the bottom of the 4th is Markakis. Markakis today is 0 for 1. Well, I meant to click into Digital Diamond, but minimizing OBS takes me to the same place. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-5. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-14. The 9 is good. In order to extend the lead against the Yankees, Markakis needs a 9. Actually, no. I was going to say touches home runs, but Camden Yards doesn't. So Markakis needs a 9. Does he extend the Orioles' lead? Barely, but in this case, barely counts with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Nick Markakis. While Digital Diamond catches up, the Orioles now take a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now we've got Vladimir Guerrero stepping into the batter's box. Guerrero today is 0 for 1. Colon gets a sign from Cervelli. He will set, and he will pitch. 3-4. Walk. 8. That is too high. Guerrero with a 3-1, and that's a base hit past third. Colon's suddenly in a situation where he might not be able to do anything right today. Infield will move to double play depth while Digital Diamond catches up, and here's Scott. Scott today is 1 for 1 with a single. Strategy. Whoops. I only needed the D6s. That is a 5. Scott, I think, he's got a strikeout rating of a 13. Nope, nothing happening. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-2. That's a blank. Back to Scott with a 4-6, and that's lifted into left field. Getting under that one for the Yankees is going to be Jones. He will make the catch, and that's out number 1. And now Wieters steps into the batter's box. Wieters today is 0 for 1. He hit into a double play back in the 2nd. Strategy roll. That's a 19. Does he get the bunt? He might get the bunt sign, actually. No, he doesn't get the bunt sign. So nothing happening. He will swing away. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. With a 4-5. That is another range play. We've had a lot of those today. Wieters, 1-5. And that's a base hit into center field, but it's a range play. But it's a range play for the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. His range is a 2. Can he get to this one? No, he will not even come close to that one. And that should be a roll for a single. I've got to double check since we had a range play and it came down. Let's see, range play, that's a failed range play. Okay, so we roll a D6 on that and that. A 1's going to be a base hit. Guerrero might advance to third. So single, so base runner 2, hit to center. Yankees are in the field. Hit to center, trying to go first to third. It's a -1. Only a 1. Guerrero makes third. That's a 3. Guerrero will hold at second. Colon all of a sudden in a jam as Hardy now steps into the batter's box. He had a double his first time up. We will catch up. Let's go ahead and get our strategy roll for Hardy in. That's an 18. Nothing happening. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-3. Hit by pitch. 4. No. Actually, 4. No. Hardy. 4-1. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 2, and against a righty, that will be good for a base hit. Guerrero trying to score. He's got a base runner 2, hit to base runner 2, hit to right, -1. On a 1, he scores. That is not. Guerrero will hold at third, but the bases, so S8, or actually 1B8. Let's make sure we end up with the bases full of brown birdies. They should end up with Guerrero not scoring. Okay, perfect. Bases are full of birdies for Reynolds. Reynolds today is 0 for 1. He struck out. The infield's got to play in. They don't want the runner scoring here. And I know there's an infield in chart. Let me see if I can get my hands on that before I get near the strategy roll. Right. Okay. So the only double play also is now going to be a home to first double play. Strategy roll. Nothing happening here. Just catch up with chat real quick. Here may be where I start tearing the cards. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 1-5. Walk. 7. That is ball 4, and Colon walks in a run. Guerrero will trot to the plate. Reynolds' bases are still full of brown birdies, but it is now 3-0 Orioles. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Andino as the Yankees are in the process of melting down. Andino is 0 for 1. Strategy roll. That's a 19. Nothing happening there. No place to put Andino. Colon in danger of watching this game get blown wide open. Andino waits for the pitch. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-6. Wild pitch. 7. I believe that will be... Will that be a wild pitch? Wait, it's on the... No, it's not a wild pitch. But I believe that's ball 1, though, so we'll pitch again. 1-1. Against a righty, that's a blank. Andino. 3-5. And it's lifted into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Granderson. He will make the catch. That'll be out number 2. Andino's got no sac fly rating, so Wieters has got to do this on his own. Base running rating for Wieters is a 1. Hit to center, Granderson is 0. Wieters scores on a 1. That's a 6. There might be a play. And I believe there's a chart. I've got a sideways, an extra chart for that. Outfield throw isn't what I want. I know I've got a different chart. So on a 6, roll again and make an arm check. Here we go. He's got a 0 arm. So on a 1 to 3, there could be a play. That's a 6. Wieters will go back to third, but there will be 2 outs in the inning. So F8. We should end up with 2 outs in the inning. Wieters should not score. He does not. Okay. PA stepping into the batter's box. PA today is 1 for 2 with a single. Infield can now play back. Strategy roll first. 13, nothing happening. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-1 against the lefty. Home run result, but PA's got goose eggs, not happening. Instead of 5-5 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at third base is Rodriguez. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 4 hits, a walk, and a solo blast by Markakis, and it is now 3-0 for the Orioles after 4. As Colon has a mini meltdown, but he settles down to get the Yankees just barely out of the inning. Catching up with chat. No, this is not one of Colon's better days. He got into a lot of trouble there in the bottom of the 4th, but managed to keep the damage to a minimum. Leading off the top of the 5th for the Yankees, we have Andrew Jones. The bats, in Colon's defense, though, in Colon's defense, Doug, the Yankee bats are not giving him any help today whatsoever. Jones today is 0 for 1. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-5. Against a righty, that's a blank. Jones with a 2-5, and that's going to get lifted into left field. Getting under that one for the Orioles is going to be PA. He will make the catch, and that's out number 1. Nunez steps into the batter's box while Digital Diamond catches up. Nunez flew out to left his first time up. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-6, another range play. We've had a lot of those today. Nunez on a 5-6, that's going to be a base hit to short, but it's a range play for Hardy. His range is a 5. He has got that easily. He'll make the play, and that's 2 outs in the inning. Two outs, and here's Cervelli stepping into the batter's box. Cervelli today is 0 for 2. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-2, strikeout, 13. 13 is high. Cervelli with a 5-1, and that's a base hit to left field. He'll extend the inning with a 2-out single. And Jeter will step into the batter's box. Jeter today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Strategy roll. That's a 4, nothing happening. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-4. Against a righty, that's a blank. Jeter with a 2-2, and that's going to be lifted into center field. Coming under that one for the Orioles is going to be Jones. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 hit, but the Yankees can't do anything with it as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th. Catching up with chat real quick. That seems true, that the Yankee bats aren't giving him any help, Doug. Anyway, leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Orioles, we're looking at Adam Jones. Jones today is 0 for 2. We do need to watch Colon. He's going to be tired. Let's see, he's got 18, 19, 20. Actually, he's going to be tired. Actually, he's got 4 batters left. 19, 21, 2, 3. Okay, so he's going to be tired after Scott. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-6, that's a strikeout chance. 10, he's actually going to miss because he is a 10, but Camden Yards takes away 1, so no strikeout, which means Jones gets to swing with a 4-6, and instead he's going to lift that one into right field. Getting under that one for the Yankees is going to be Swisher. He will make the catch for out number 1. One out, and here's Markakis. Markakis hit a solo homer that started the scoring in the bottom of the 4th. Colon gets a sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-5, strikeout 2, swing and a miss. Markakis is down on strikes. Two outs in the inning, and here's Guerrero. Guerrero today is 1 for 2 with a single. Colon gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 5-5, home run chance. Righty, 1-17. The 6 is good. Against a right-handed pitcher, Guerrero needs a 7. Can he extend the Orioles' lead? Just barely, but again, barely counts just the same as it did for Markakis, with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Vladimir Guerrero. Score is now 4-0 in favor of the Orioles. Stadium cheers. Yay! We are going to get activity in the Yankee bullpen as Luke Scott steps into the batter's box. He is 1 for 2. The Yankees, who are they going to start warming up today? The Yankees are going to start. They hate going to relievers this early, but Colon just doesn't have it today. They're going to get Hector Nosey warming up in the bullpen. Actually, let's see. Switch righty-righty. Yeah, they need some long relief. They're going to get Nosey warming up. So Colon is going to be tired after Scott. Colon will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and he will pitch. 5-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, and Scott is retired on strikes. 1 hit, and it's a solo bomb by Guerrero, but it's now 4-0 for the Orioles after 5. Colon is now tired, by the way. Catching up with chat. Okay. Leading off the top of the 6th, we have Curtis Granderson. Granderson today is actually 1 for 2. I was about to say 0 for 2, but no, he's got a single. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and actually, once I adjust my arm chart, here comes the pitch. 2-2, possible error. Granderson with a 6-4. And against a lefty, that would be a triple into right field. Going after, actually, possible error. Let's see, so that's on a T9. Right, so it looks like that's going to be a T9. So it's an error chance against the adjusted base running of the... Okay, this is where I'm starting to have problems. So a T9, roll against the adjusted base runner of the... So his base running is a 4. That's adjusted by the arm, probably. Right fielder is Markakis with a 0 arm. So on a 1-4, Granderson scores on the error. That's a 6, and I believe no play. So Granderson will just be at third with the triple. That may be the jolt the Yankees bats needed today. Here's Teixeira. Teixeira today is Teixeira today is 0 for 2. The infield doesn't really care about Granderson. They're up by 4 runs. So they're going to play back. They want outs. Strategy roll. 7, nothing happening. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-3. That's at the park. Camden Yards. 3-1. And that's going to be a double into center field. Double into center field. Granderson will score. Teixeira will be at second, and the Yankees are on the board. Come on. It is now 4-1 in favor of the Orioles. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's A-Rod. Britton's starting to have a little bit of trouble here, and actually, let's see, so 18, 19, 21. He's actually now tired. We are going to get some activity in the Oriole bullpen. Who are they going to start warming up? They're going to get... Good question. Who are the Orioles going to start warming up? Let's see. I think we want a little bit of long relief here. So the Orioles are going to get... The Orioles are going to get Jason Birkin warming up. Actually, who do they have? Lefty, switch righty. Yeah, they're going to get Jason Birkin warming up. We're going to do that. Now, Britton's got to be careful with Rodriguez. A mistake could send him over, could send that ball to Mars. Strategy roll, nothing happening on the 12. Britton will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 6-1. That's a blank. Over to Rodriguez with a 5-5, and that's going to be grounded over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Hardy. He will make the throw over to first for the first out of the inning. Teixeira will make third on the throw. And Cano steps into the batter's box. Cano today is 1 for 2 with a single. Strategy roll. That's a 14. Nothing happening. Britton trying to get out of the inning. Birkin starting to warm up. Britton gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-5. Against a lefty, home run result. The 14 is going to cut this lead to 1 with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Robinson Cano. And with one swing of the bat, we are suddenly looking at a 1-run game. And here's Swisher coming into the batter's box. Swisher is 1 for 2, and that is going to be it for Britton. The Orioles have seen enough of that. And coming in to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Jason Birkin. 1-2 with a 5.36 ERA. 47 innings pitched, 63 hits, 41 strikeouts, 19 walks in 2011. Birkin will get the sign from Wieters. Let me just make an extra note here. Okay, now Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-3. Strikeout, 15. That's too high. Swisher with a 6-5, and that's a base hit into left field. And the Orioles now seem to be able to do no right. Infield at double play depth, and here's Andrew Jones. Jones today is 0 for 2. Got a strategy roll going on here. That's a 6, nothing happening. Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-6. Against a righty, it's a blank. Jones with a 5-1, and that's grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Reynolds. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2-2-3. Second base pivot, Andino 0, 1-3, double play. No, Swisher will make second. Jones will be thrown out at first, and there will be 2 outs in the inning. So G5-3. As Digital Diamond catches up, we'll have 2 outs in the inning for Nunez. Nunez today is 0 for 2. Strategy roll for Swisher. That's a 2, nothing happening. Nunez will wait for the pitch from Birkin. Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-5. Home run chance. Righty, 1-8. The 10 is too high. Nunez with a 2-1, and that's going to get lifted into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Scott. No, it's actually going to be PA getting under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. What a hit. What an inning for the Yankees bats to wake up, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. They hit for the cycle as a team. 3 runs, 4 hits, including a 2-run bomb by Robinson Cano. And all of a sudden, it would help if I update my scoreboard, but it is now a 1-run game. I'm just going to get Digital Diamond to catch up. And we'll start adjusting things. Okay. Catching up with chat real quick. Now the Yankees decide to say play ball. Indeed. Colon is going to come out of the game. He's been a little bit shaky today. Coming into pitch for the Yankees, once I get this to cooperate with me, there we go. Coming into pitch for the Yankees, and I'm sure somebody is going to correct me on this, is going to be, Hector Nosey. 2-2 with a 4.47 ERA, 56 and a third innings pitched, 63 hits, 45 strikeouts, and 18 walks in 2011. Somebody's probably going to correct me on the pronunciation of his name. Coming in to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Orioles is Matt Wieters. Wieters today is 1 for 2. Single, and he hit into a double play. Nosey, actually, let me enter. There we are. All right. Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-6. That's a pitcher result. The 16 is just barely going to be too high against the switch. Is actually going to be way too high against the switch left. Wieters with a 6-5, and against a right-handed pitcher, that'll be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up for the Yankees is Cano. He will make the play for out number 1. Hardy now steps into the batter's box. Hardy today is 2 for 2. Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-3, strikeout 3, swing and a miss. Hardy sits down on strikes. Takes a bad cut at a curveball, and he's down for strike 3. And here's Mark Reynolds with 2 outs. Reynolds today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-1, walk 4. That'll easily be ball 4. And here's Andino. Andino today is 0 for 2. Strategy roll. That's a 5, nothing going on. Nossi will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-2. That is a base hit right past the pitcher. Reynolds past the pitcher. How is there no? Oh, it's an S1. He's only a 3, so Reynolds will hold at second base. Actually, Reynolds is a 3 base runner, but he'll hold at second. And now we've got PA stepping into the batter's box. PA today is 1 for 3. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but Nossi's got no pickoff rating. Nossi will turn and deal with PA. Nossi gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-4. Strikeout 15 is going to be too high. PA with a 6-6, and instead that's going to be grounded right back to first. Getting over to that one is going to be Teixeira. He'll take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 1 hit and a walk, but the Orioles are not able to do anything with it. And suddenly, we've got ourselves a game. It is now 4-3 Baltimore after 6. As Birkin is now near his fatigue rating, we're going to get some more activity in the Baltimore bullpen as Jeremy Accardo is now going to start to get loose in the Oriole bullpen. Let me catch up with chat real quick. It'll also help if I update all of this. Excuse me. Top of the 7th, and leading off for the Yankees, we've got Francisco Cervelli. Cervelli today is 1 for 2 with a single. Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 2-6, and against a righty, that's a blank. Cervelli with a 3-4, and that's going to be a base hit into right field. Cervelli, as the leadoff man, gets on base. The infield will move to double play depth, and here's Jeter. Jeter today is 0 for 3. Strategy roll. That is a 3, and I'm pretty sure he might get the... Cervelli does get the steal sign. Do you try to steal in a 1-run game? 16, 17, Wieters a -116. I think Cervelli's going to try to steal. Cervelli's off to second base. He is safe on a 16 or lower. That is a 13. Cervelli will make it to second on a daring stolen base. Let's see. That should be a steal. Let's see if just STL does it. Yep. Perfect. So we'll reroll strategy here in just a second. But wow, just like that, we've all of a sudden got, so that takes away the double play. An excellent heads-up play there by Cervelli. So now we're going to reroll strategy. And that's a 12, nothing happening. Great play by Cervelli to get over to second, take away the double play. Now the tying run is in scoring position for Jeter. Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-6, home run result. The 2 against a righty is just going to be too high. Jeter thought he had a hold of one, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Jeter will still get to swing, though, on a 5-3, and instead, he's going to ground that over to short, where Hardy will get that one. He'll make the play over to first, and Cervelli will take third on the throw. The infield is going to play in on this one, as here's Granderson. The Orioles don't want the tying run to score. Granderson is 2 for 3 with a triple. Strategy roll. That's a 13, nothing going on. Very dangerous situation for the Orioles. Camden Yards is loud. hoping the Yankees can't manage to tie this game. Birkin gets the sign. Actually, let me just check. This is going to be his fatigue batter. So Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 3-1. Against a lefty, that is a base hit past the pitcher. And this, actually, with the infield in, would they send the runner? He's a base runner 3. Do they try to tie the game? I don't think they do. I think they'll look the runner back and take the out at first, so that'll be 2 outs. Actually, with a base runner 3, they might actually send him here. That is a tough call. I think they're going to hold Cervelli at first. Actually, let's roll a die for that. On a 1-3, they will send him. That's a 4. Cervelli will hold. Granderson will be out at first. And that'll be 2 outs in the inning. And the batter now is Cano. Cano actually got this game within 1 with a 2-run homer. Oh, wait. The batter should be... Hold on. No, Cano's not the batter. Teixeira's the batter. My mistake. I've reorganized the lineups wrong. So Teixeira now is 1 for 3 with a double. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 7. Birkin is tired, but they're going to tell him to try to get us out of the inning. Birkin gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-6. That is at the park. Camden Yards. Not a ballpark you probably want to be hitting to in this situation. That's a 5-4, and that is going to be a base hit into left field. That's a single plus. So Cervelli will score. This game's going to end up tied. Teixeira's got to try for second. He's a base runner 2 with 2 outs. Left fielder is PA with a 0 arm. So on a 1-2, Teixeira takes second. That's a 3. Teixeira will double back to first, but this game is tied. Just like that, we are tied at 4. Stadium groans. Ugh. And that is going to be it for Birkin. The Orioles have seen enough of him. And now coming in to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Jeremy Accardo. 3-3 with a 5.73 ERA. 43 hits, 23 strikeouts, 14 walks in 2011. And the batter now is Rodriguez. Rodriguez today is 0 for 2, but he's in a very dangerous situation as Rodriguez can easily give the Yankees the lead with 1 swing of the bat. Let's see what the strategy roll says. Strategy roll says quiet on the base paths. Accardo will get the sign from Wieters. Fans at Camden Yards can't believe what they're seeing. The Orioles led this game 4-0 until the second half of it, and the Yankees have stormed back to tie this game. Accardo will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 1-6. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 2 hits, a stolen base, and the Yankees have tied this game at 4. We are at the 7th inning stretch. As usual, I will not torture you guys with my rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will, however, take a small break. We are less than a week away from opening day for my 1985 season replay in season ticket baseball. On New Year's Day, we are going to have a minimum of 2 blocks in the 1985 season. Leading off on Wednesday morning, we will have block number 1, which will feature the Minnesota, I think it's the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Bert Blyleven going for the Indians and Jack Morris going for the Tigers. So Indians, Tigers to open 1985. Bottom of the 7th here, and leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Orioles, we have Adam Jones. Jones today is 0 for 3. He's flown out to everybody in the outfield today. Diving back into Digital Diamond. Nosey will get the sign from... Actually, we're going to get some activity in the Yankees bullpen since they're expecting him to hit his fatigue here pretty soon. Is starting to get loose for the Yankees is going to be... They're going to get David Robertson warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Now Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 2-6. That's a pitcher result. Against a righty, a 1-15 is a base hit. Past the pitcher, that's a 13, and Jones will be on with a leadoff single. Markakis now the batter for the Orioles. He is 1 for 3 with a solo homer. The infield will go to double play depth for the Yankees. We'll get a strategy roll going here in a second. That's a 17. Nothing, well, I don't think anything happening here. No. What? Oh, I did the S1 thing again. Stupid me. All right, we've had our strategy roll, so nothing happening there. Nosey gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-5. Against a lefty, that's a blank. Markakis with a 4-1. That's going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that at second base is going to be Cano. 1 out in the inning. Guerrero now steps into the batter's box. Guerrero is 2 for 3 with a single and a solo shot. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Jones does get the steal sign. 14 plus 2 is 16. Jones is going to try to swipe a bag here. He's going to try to move into scoring position. Jones is safe on a 1-16. That's an 11. He's going to make it to second easily. Another great heads-up play, similar to what Cervelli did in the 6th to start cutting into this Yankee lead. That takes away the double play, and now we re-roll the strategy. And this time, nothing going on. Jones is now in scoring position for Guerrero. Even with a reduced batting capability, Guerrero's still a threat to bring Jones in. Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. Actually, is he tired? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll be tired after Guerrero. So Nosey will get the sign from Swisher. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-3. That's a strikeout. 14, no. Guerrero with a 5-3 of his own, and that's going to be grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Cano. He will make the play over to first route number 2. Jones will make third on the throw. Batter now as Digital Diamond catches up is Scott. Scott today is 1 for 3 with a single. Jones over at third. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Nosey is now tired, but they're going to tell him to get one more out. Nosey will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 2-2. Error on a grounder. Scott. 4-1. That is a ground ball over to third base. That ball is hit to, actually wait, 4-1. That's a ground ball over to first. That's hit to Teixeira. His error rating is a 2. That is a 2, and he's going to boot that one, and Scott's going to be safe as the Orioles take the lead. Wow. Score is now 5-4 in favor of the Orioles. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nosey looking over at Teixeira like, what is your problem today? And here's Wieters. Wieters today is 1 for 3 with a single. That wasn't Nosey's fault. They're going to let him continue to pitch. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Nothing happening. Nosey gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-4. That's a wild pitch. Nope, ball 1. We'll do it again. 4-2. Walk. 4, and that's ball 4. And now we're probably going to see the hook as Hardy comes in with 2 outs. Hardy is 2 for 3 with a single and a double, and the Yankees are going to get the hook for Nosey. They've seen enough of him. Coming in to pitch for the Yankees, once Digital Diamond decides it wants to behave, is going to be David Robertson, 4-0 with a 1.08 ERA, 66 2/3 innings pitched, 40 hits, 100 strikeouts, 29 walks in 2011. This is definitely a time you want to see somebody with a lot of K pluses on their card. Strategy roll for the Orioles. That's a 9, nothing happening. Robertson gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 2-1. That's a wild pitch, and yep, that is a wild pitch. Everybody will move up. So once Digital Diamond catches up, we will redo the strategy roll. Let's see, right, we should end up with Scott at third. There we go. Redoing strategy, and nothing happening. Robertson now in a lot of trouble here, now that he's got runners on second and third with 2 outs after a wild pitch. Here we go again. 1-6, range play. Hardy, 5-4. Against a righty, that's a fly ball into left field. Going after that is Jones. Jones's range is a 4. Can he make this play? Yes, he can. That will retire the side. 1 run on a hit, an error, a walk, and a wild pitch. But the Yankees contain the damage to the 1 run. It is now 5-4 Baltimore after 7. As an opportunity for the Yankees to get more, goes by the boards. Catching up with chat as we get ready for the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th coming up, and Cano is now the batter. Cano today is 2 for 3 with a 2-run bomb. Accardo will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-16, or 1-3, or 1-3. The 16 is too high. Cano with a 6-4, and instead he's going to lift that one into left field. But PA will be back to the warning track, but he'll just barely have room to make that catch, and that's out number 1. Swisher now the batter. Swisher today is 2 for 3. 2 singles, but he's hit into a double play. Accardo gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-4. Hit by pitch. 17, no. Swisher. 2-4. And against a righty, that's going to be grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Andino. He will make the catch, and that's out number 2. Into the batter's box next as Digital Diamond catches up is Andrew Jones. Jones today is 0 for 3. Accardo gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3-4. Another hit by pitch. 4. This time he got him. Plunk. Ouch. And Jones will find himself over at first on the hit by pitch. Nunez steps into the batter's box with 2 outs. Nunez today is 0 for 3. Strategy roll. Actually, Accardo is going to be tired after Nunez. Strategy roll first. That's an 18. Nothing happening. Accardo gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 4-6 is a blank. Over to Nunez. 2-1. That's going to get lifted into left field. PA this time will have a much easier time with this one, as he'll haul that in and retire the side. Hit batter for the Yankees, but they can't do anything with it, as it is still 5-4 as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th. Just catching up with chat. Batter now for the Orioles is going to be Reynolds. Reynolds today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 2 walks. Robertson, okay, he's got 3 batters to go. We are going to get some activity in the Orioles bullpen as they don't want any funny business coming out of this one. They're going to bring out... they're going to get Kevin Gregg warming up in the bullpen. Robertson will get the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 6-3. Strikeout plus 10. That is a 4. That is a swing, a miss, and a pretty easy strikeout for Robertson. Andino now the batter. Andino today is 1 for 3. Robertson gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-3. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out again. Two outs, and the batter now is PA. PA today is 1 for 4. Robertson gets the sign from Cervelli. He will set, and he will pitch. 6-4. That's a strikeout plus 10. The 16 is just barely gonna make it, but Robertson will strike out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles here in the bottom of the 8th. Score is now 5-4 Orioles after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Just going to catch up with chat real quick. Everything looks good there. Accardo is going to come out of the game. And the Orioles don't want any funny business coming out of this one. So coming in to pitch for the Orioles to try to finish this game will be... it'll be the closer, Kevin Gregg. 0-3 with 22 saves, 4.37 ERA, 59 2/3 innings pitched, 58 hits, 53 strikeouts, 36 walks in 2011. The only consolation for him today is he's facing the bottom of the Yankee order. Leading off the top of the ninth, we've got Cervelli. Cervelli today is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and he swiped the bag. Greg gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and he will pitch. 6-2, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Greg. 1 away. And here's Jeter in the batter's box. Jeter today is 0 for today, 0 for 4. Greg gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 1-2, possible error. Jeter on a 3-5. That's a ground ball over. That's a ground ball over to third. That's hit to Mark Reynolds. His error rating is a 20. That's an 8, and he's going to boot that one, and Jeter's going to be safe at first on the error. The Orioles do not seem to want to win this game, as here's Granderson stepping into the batter's box. The Orioles will go to double play depth on that one. Here's our strategy roll. That is a 2. Jeter does get this. Actually, Jeter doesn't get the steal because Greg's a -1, so no, he wouldn't get the steal. Granderson gets the hit and run, but he's got power. He's going to swing away. Greg gets the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here's the pitch. 5-5, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs in the inning. And the last chance for the Yankees comes down to Mark Teixeira. Teixeira today is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Strategy roll. That's a 13, nothing happening. Greg trying to get the Orioles out of a bit of trouble and win this game. He will get the sign from Wieters. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 3-6, strikeout 17, no, too high. Teixeira with a 3-3, and that's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one for the Orioles is going to be Andino. He'll put his glove up, blop, and the ball will fall into it. That's your game. The Baltimore Orioles win this one by a final score of 5-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. For the Orioles, 5 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher today is Jeremy Accardo. Hector Nosey will end up with the loss, and Kevin Gregg will end up with the save. And that will do it for this playthrough of Inside Pitch Baseball. And thanks for the kind words, Doug. I'm still very much of two minds about Inside Pitch. I've talked about this before, where on the one hand, I really enjoy the narrative that Inside Pitch brings, but it does come with a cost, and that the game is very, very complicated and has a heavy learning curve to it. Obviously, we've all watched RJL Network during his replays of Inside Pitch. He does a great job with this game. I'm never going to get to that level with Inside Pitch, just because there are so many other games to get to, and given how torn I've always been with Inside Pitch, it's not something I'm sure I'm going to get to. I'm starting to realize that I kind of like the simple games. I kind of like simpler stuff, like your APA, your payoff pitch, your season ticket, stuff like that. So, but I'm at least willing to keep a little bit of Inside Pitch, just because just because like I said, I like the narrative behind inside pitch, but I'm not sure I like how involved the rules are in terms of learning it. So again, just being two minds of that. I'm rambling on this, and I've got my group's game of Twilight Imperium to get to today. So let's wrap this video up. Later this afternoon, I am planning on having another baseball game on the channel, as we'll be debuting Fall Classic Baseball from ASG Games. As for tomorrow morning, we've got a tea time, as we're going to be playing Appa Golf by Appa Games. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.